And out of the blue, this man goes, "Hey, yo, what's decent? Where the hell have I been, yo?" This past weekend was such a blast. I went over to Apex 2014, baby, to participate in the Pokemon X and Y VGC tournament and the Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 tournament, none of which I even, came close to winning, but who the hell cares? I had a whole bunch of fun, man. I met my man Shofu again, Joey, my man John Carlo, a whole freaking Pokemon Cartel. You already know what it is with them, son. Rogers Bay, son. Shizzy 6, son. All them clowns, man. In addition to some fans of my own. So shout out, first of all, to Sylvie, who gave me a $50 Target gift card. I appreciate that so much. Thank you very much, girl. Keep on rocking. Also, shout out to my boy Kaman. Gave me a nice little shirt, man. I wore that on the way home. Let me tell you, man, I ain't have no more clean shirts. I packed 3 shirts. Jessica was like, "Yo, let me stay an extra day, baby." I'm like, "Yo, I ain't got no more clean shirts." Wait a minute, I got my boy Kaman. I'm about to put this on right now, son. So shout out to that very cool guy right there. But wait a minute, if I just calm down a little bit, I just remembered that the point of you clicking this video is not to hear me yakety yakety yabba dabba do like Fred Flintstone, but the whole point is to see this nice little match against my boy RexEncholada chilling over there like Akuna Matata. So let's go, let's calm down a little bit and let's get it. He's gonna lead up with Mensha. I'm just gonna switch out into my Gliscor, and then Mensha is gonna activate Switch Initiative by going for the U-turn, which is something that I would have done too, hence why I brought in Gliscor, not fearing that he was gonna go and switch up and go for the HP Ice first turn. Turn 1, that would have been super califragilisticexpialidocious, not Ghostous, man. Like, how is that even funny? Like, yo, but that would have been terrible. But anyway, yo, check this out. We're here with Blastoise against Tentacool. Now, Tentacool wins. I'm able to set up the Toxic Spikes, knowing full well that Tentacool does win against Blastoise that are not packing the Earthquake. I'm pretty sure of himself that I was not going to go for the Toxic Spikes this turn. He makes the switch out into Yamega to try to take advantage of the situation. Now, I, per se, don't really see how he's going to take advantage of a special defensive wall with a special attacker. I mean, look, it does absolutely nothing. That's a Life Orb stab attack. I'm going to retaliate back the Ice Beam that is not even stab coming from a Tentacool, and coupled alongside with the Sandstorm and the damage output that it just took from the Ice Beam is going to be more than enough to take out the Yamega. So now, in comes the Rotom. It's just going to successfully scare me up because I don't think I'm going to be able to outspeed it to go for the Scald. So I'm going to switch out to my boy Tyranitar, me thinking that he was even going to go for the Volt Switch. You know, so I was like, okay, you know, I guess Tyranitar is like the best bait. So now, being that I did set up the Toxic Spikes early on, it's just going to have a way at the Lumberry that Haxorus was carrying a little bit early on. So I'm just going to underestimate it, unfortunately, go for the Stealth Rocks, me thinking that I could actually live a +1 Outrage and retaliate back with the Ice Beam, but that doesn't even happen here. So now he's going to go for the Dragon Claw, and I'm just going to go for the Toxic in this case scenario. So now, because of the Toxic, I'm going to be able to chip away of his HP, obviously, and that prevents it from getting like a clean sweep on me, because this is a +1 freaking Haxorus. +2 now because he predicted me to go for the Protect, but I do not pack Protect. So that actually gives me an idea. I'm just going to continuously go for the Roost. I'm going to go for the Roost this turn, and then on the next turn go for the Earthquake, so that when he takes me out with the Dragon Claw on the third turn, we both would have a double down. So that's exactly what's going to happen here. And I'm just going to get the Poison Heal, almost replenishing the same amount of HP, but then he scores a crit! Are you kidding me? I was like, oh my gosh, you have to score it like right then, right now. I tell you, what is it with this game? You score a crit like right there. You miss the attack like right there, like right when you need it, right when it matters. But now I'm going to bring in my boy Tentacool, having no faith in my Tentacool and my Bouffalant. Surprisingly, Bouffalant survived. So I had like no faith, like I was going to say before I interrupted my own sentence, in Bouffalant's survivability from that +2 Dragon Claw. That is insane, man. Oh my god, remind me to delay me getting a haircut. It's gotta be the fro. So now he's gonna go for the Toxic, which is an awkward move. I mean, I've never really seen that before. But then again, I did recently see like Toxic coming from like a Zoomerl. So, I mean, hell, I expect anything right now in Gen 6. Oh yeah, before I continue on, a quick shout out to my boy MBZ, because he wanted to see somebody use a Dusknoir, and here we are. So now he's gonna switch into Aggron, which was great. I'm so happy that he didn't go for the U-turn initially, which is what I would have done, seeing that that I do have like a Bouffalant, which is slower than Menchow, and I do have Reuniclus left over alongside with the Dusknoir. So in this case scenario, Aggron would have outsped me, and Aggron is not a Pokemon to be messed with. If anybody knows how fights go alongside with the slums, in the slums, man, in the projects, yo, not that I ever lived in projects, but yo, I already know how it goes. Yo, Aggron is not one of those clowns that will be all up in your face talking a whole bunch of crap for 50 minutes before taking one swing. My man will see you and destroy you. Look what it did to Dusknoir, son. I don't care if you got one eye. I don't care if you're handicapped. You can still catch it. That's exactly what Aggron just did to my Dusknoir. Look at my man just said, yo, I'm going beast mode. I'm wild, man. This man just went out all lyrical on me, son. Like, he changed modes real quick on me. So I'm just gonna go into my Reuniclus because I'm supposed to go into my Bouffalant because I know that I'll speed it, because the illusion is that my Bouffalant is 252 in speed, which is why I was actually surprised that I was able to live the +2 Dragon Claw coming from the Axorus. It wasn't 252 in HP, so it's made it look like a complete Trick Room team. But what I wanted to do was reset the turns of Trick Room. So I went into my Reuniclus, and because I knew that Trick Room was gonna dissipate pretty soon, I went for the Trick Room, setting it back and then going and using Trick Room again so that everything I will be using will be faster. I know that Bouffalant is slower than the Blastoise, and then now I'm thinking that he's going to assume that I'm going to go for the Head Charge again, assuming that Rotom is going to live a Choice Banded, Reckless, Stab, Adamant, freaking Head Charge coming from Bouffalant? Yeah, dream on, buddy. I mean, the rest didn't even freaking matter. Yo, Bouffalant just ran through that clown. Screw Tauros, man. So anyway, his last Pokemon is Dementia. I'm just going to respawn back with my Reuniclus. Since the Trick Room is up, I don't have to worry about U-turn. Credit me, go for the Side Shock, and finish this dude off. So it was definitely a great game. Definitely good to be back. Peace. What you doing?